This is for young men out there, even young women, but more for the men out there. Now, I need you to listen to me. I need you to understand what I'm about to say carefully. Be intentional about about the things you do in a relationship, starting from the very first day. There's this thing that men do. I know that we always think this way in our head. When we see a woman, we see the woman first for the way she appears. Her appearance first tells us the next step to take. Is she the one to keep, or is she the one to just use and dump? Okay? This is the way a man thinks. I'm sorry, women, it sounds blunt, but this is just the truth. This is what goes on in every man's mind. We're always logical. It's always two ways. Is that this way or that way? Then we don't have multiple ways we do things, just two ways. Are we going to sleep with this one, or are we just going to keep this one for marriage? These are the two things we always think. And it starts from the way you appear. But going back to what I'm talking about to men, I know you think this way. But if you want to go into a relationship with someone, I don't think you should go to the path of, I want to sleep with this person, then move into, I love this person. Most of the time, it doesn't actually turn out good for a man. That relationship doesn't always turn out good at the end of the day. I think that if you really want to have a good relationship, your intentions should be clear from the go. What you want should be decided from the go. And those intentions should be made clear to the woman. There's another thing that we men do. We always we try to be intentional, and then we see that this woman looks like she just wants to play, and then we switch pattern and start playing with the woman. No. Don't do this. It's not actually right. If you want something serious, be intentional about it. State it clearly in your word and in your actions. Once this woman sees it, there is something you're going to get as a man, and that is respect. If you state your plan clearly to a woman, even if it doesn't work out, stick to it. What happens is that she's going to go and tell Nkechi, Amaka, Chidera, Chiamaka, everybody about what you just did. And then Nkechi, Amaka, Chidera and Chiamaka is going to know about you and the fact that you are a respectable young man. And Nkechi, Chidera, Chiamaka, and they are going to go out and tell their friends that, oh, there's this guy that this girl talked about, though, that Lizzie told us about this guy. He's very, very respectable young man. Imagine that she even was trying to show that she was a player, but he didn't even want all that. He just really wanted something serious. That's how word will spread, and you see that intentional people will come your way. This is why being intentional is very important. But if you're a man that doesn't, you think left, you don't even know where you stand. No, you actually want to get married. And then they say, but we can just be friends, we can just be having sex. Okay, let's just be having sex. No! Stand firm, have policies, have principles, know what you want, go for it. I'm not saying this as a man that has actually been standing by this. I've made terrible mistakes, and from those mistakes I learned that if you are a growing young man, you have to be very intentional. And this goes a long way to even your career path. Don't just be like, let's just see how this life goes. If we end up with zoology, that's okay. If I end up with a teacher, I just want to hustle. Bro, it doesn't work that way. Have a plan cut out. I know that sometimes these plans tend to change. Yes, let it change. Let it adjust. Let it get modified. But have a clear plan of where you're going. And everything you do should be intentional. It should gear towards that plan. You can do some small side hustle to get to that point. But this is where I want. This is where I'm going. And stick to it. Head to that point. If you are not intentional about things in your life, you would never become a principled man.